Ever since Eviolite was released, Chansey became a better competitive Pokemon than Blissey. However, in Sword and Shield competitive singles, Blissey is now better than Chansey because of two main reasons: heavy duty boots and the move Teleport. Chansey is simply bulkier than Blissey. For example, Blissey takes around 50% of damage from Landorus Earthquake, while Chansey only takes around 37. Versus a special attacker like Draco Meteor Dragapult, Blissey takes around 30% of damage while Chansey takes 25%. And although Chansey's bulk is derived from Eviolite, if you play smart, you can usually keep the Eviolite because Chansey is used to deal with special attackers, but knockoff is usually on physical attackers. In a vacuum, Chansey is a lot better than Blissey. However, competitive Pokemon is not played in a vacuum. There's a lot of switching going on. And competitive singles is dominated by entry hazards like Stealth Rock. Because Blissey doesn't need to run Eviolite, it can afford to run heavy duty boots to negate Stealth Rock. Switching in and out is so common in competitive Pokemon that over time, the damage that Chansey would take from Stealth Rock is often more than the bulk Chansey would have provided. And in fact, switching is an important part of what Blissey and Chansey can do in Sword and Shield because it got access to the move Teleport, which always moves last. Blissey and Chansey can switch in, tank a hit, wait for the opponent to switch out, and then teleport out to gain a favorable matchup. This flexibility with momentum means that Blissey not only fits on stall teams, but can now fit on more offensive teams. Previously, Blissey would come in to tank a hit, but then sit there and do nothing. This synergy of heavy-duty boots and teleport has turned Blissey into a really good pivot Pokemon, and it's very easy to justify using it instead of Chansey. But for the sake of argument, are there any situations where you would still use Chansey? In fact, there are two. The first situation is if it's on a team with really good hazard control. Maybe one or two Rapid Spinners or Defog users, maybe a Magic Bounce user. If you feel confident in your ability to deny hazards, then you can use Chansey and take advantage of its better bulk. The second situation is if you are trying to counter team someone who uses a lot of Blissey. Because Chansey is slower than Blissey, in a Chansey versus Blissey situation, Chansey will always be able to teleport last, and that is a huge advantage for momentum. Ultimately though, Blissey is now better than Chansey, and all it took was the introduction of heavy-duty boots and teleport.